Today we're going to be doing a more quiet, intuitive tarot reading, so only stay if you feel called. If there is a sensation in your body or a knowing in your intuition, there's very likely something that's going to come through in this reading that will help you at this moment that this is finding you. Next, I think I'm going to be pulling some oracles first. I'm gonna pick a chakra card to see where we want to call in a message today. You may selective mutism may resonate with you, or being shy or quiet, or just not even shy, just like misunderstood, leaning on quietness, silence. You may feel very comfortable in silence. Only speaking when you feel you are ready or inclined to speak, not succumbing to societal pressures or external people asking you to speak. Okay, today's chakra will be the solar plexus. Very interesting. So this is coming back to your personal power. Your personal power, your self-esteem, your self-worth, which again really resonates with quietness, silence for me. I mean, I grew up very shy, and when you grow up shy, people mistake shyness for not having anything to say. It has nothing to do with not having anything to say. I actually think shy people or quiet people have so much going on in their brains that there is rarely a time when they want to let other people into it. Let's pull a shadow oracle. Or two. The unseen truth. Spiritual bypassing. Look beyond illusions. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in discomfort. Spiritual bypassing. Avoiding pain with positivity delays growth. Embrace the full spectrum of your emotions. Let's pull a mindful message. Okay, let's take those two. A lot of root chakra energy coming out as well, and I'm looking at my chakra cards, and my root chakra one is on top as I set them down. Got gratitude and intentions. Heart chakra as well. Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. Gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I am grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I am feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling like I want to pull a drag queen oracle as well. Just one. Let's see. And I think I am going to pull an animal before we get into tarot. Let's see what wants to come out of the drag queen oracle deck. Okay. Burlesque. This one on the top wants to come out as well. The bearded beauty. Look at these. Burlesque and the bearded beauty. They're both wearing fishnet tights. And this one's got a feather boa, and she's wearing feathers. This could be significant. Okay. Beads could be significant. Let's keep going. Put those there. I'm going to pull think I am. We're going to do a lot of oracles today before we get into tarot. And I'm feeling inclined to a more silent reading because this is very, it is a collective reading, but it's going to be very specific for you watching. Oh, okay. That one wanted to come out. Fall right on top of Bearded Beauty. We've got Hawk, Messenger. I'm going to read that, but I'm going to pull one more. I'm feeling called to one more. But I really want you to sit with these cards, these ideas that are coming out for us, and whatever is going through your brain right now. Whatever your intuition is telling you about these cards is very significant, so I want you to sit with that before I start kind of contemplating what we have going on here. Wow, we have 3. I didn't even realize that. Okay. So we've got a lot of conflicting energy right now. So I just feel like this had to find you right now. There's a lot in your energy field. We're getting Goose, Inner Knowing. Like a lot is changing for you at this time. Black Bear, Guardian, and Dolphin, Play. These are very spiritual animal cards. The Guardian card and the Play card remind me of my ancestors. Your ancestors could be very significant to you. Also, the Hawk card is often a sign of like divine messages. Yeah, it says, Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. For Dolphin, we've got swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. For Black Bear, we've got gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. And last but not least, we have Goose, Inner Knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Let's get a fairy card. I feel like there is something changing in your life right now. It could be many things. This could be a very transitional period for you. We just had one fall out. Shake it off. I feel like with the way things are going in your life right now, you're almost taking things too seriously, especially with the Play card. I think there is a lot of structural transformation. Your foundations are shifting. The things you care about are shifting at this time. And I think I'm being drawn to the yoga poses on the solar plexus card. Maybe any of those are significant for you. It's boat pose, triangle pose, half knee to chest pose, plank, warrior one, bow pose, and downward pose, downward dog. And yoga is about flowing with the breath, right? Yoga flow. I feel like your foundation is getting stronger, but the stronger foundation may be pointing you towards things that are making you anxious or making you feel unsettled. And the point of seeing those things, it's just you're seeing them more clearly, and that might actually be making you more fearful of them. But seeing them more clearly is an opportunity for you to embrace the strength of your new foundation. To trust the strength of your new foundation. Only when we see things more clearly, when we look at them more clearly, do they lose power over the way we operate. Okay, let's see what wants to come out of our fairy deck. Okay, got arrows. Direction is yours to choose today. Your inner light will guide the way. Fairy wings. In the forests, Small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. Sleep. Underneath the nighttime skies, fairies sing you lullabies. Adorable. And the Soothsayer. This came out of the Earth Fairy deck, or the Forest Fae deck. Travel the road seldom taken. Yeah, I'm being drawn to the beads he has on his little staff. Again, beads are significant. That also came out on the Burlesque card. I'm going to be pulling from my traditional Waits tarot deck. So let's give it a few shuffles. See what wants to come through for us from Spirit, from our highest team of light. Oh, okay. I'll take that one. Yeah, I kind of figured this was going to come out because I kept seeing it. So we've got Five of Pentacles. I want you to sit and think for a moment about what Five of Pentacles means to you. If you're not that familiar with tarot, any five that comes out in the deck is very transitional. Five is the number of transformation, and a lot of times we see 555, right? And we think, okay, things are changing. But that's actually not always the case. A lot of times it is a sign for us to change. A lot of times five is the heaviest number. It's a sign of transformation. It's a sign of the potential for transformation. But it's also the middle of the road, the middle of the path. So it's the sign where you can continue to do things the same or you can change. This is the perfect opportunity for you to change. And that transformation is really hard, and we say that word a lot, but it's really hard, and it really is a personal choice that you make. It's not just divine intervention, right? So sit with the number 5. We've got the High Priestess on the bottom right now. I'm going to do one more shuffle. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Wands kept coming out. It's now on the bottom. Okay. Ace of Swords is falling out right on top of the Black Bear Guardian card. So I'm going to leave that there. Again, I'm seeing that a lot just flipped up. I'm going to leave them for now. I'm seeing that a lot of, again, the ways in which you were doing things, or maybe you were acting in a way that was a threat to your foundation. You may have known these were bad habits, or you may not have even realized you were doing this. But I'm seeing that something became clear to you about some sort of attachment you had, some sort of way, maybe you were letting people speak to you in a way that took you out of your power and you didn't realize it until recently. I'm seeing that there is something becoming clear, especially with the Five of Pentacles. You're becoming aware of all of the ways in which you were behaving in a way of helplessness. Learned helplessness could be significant for you. Learned helplessness is when you go through a period in your life where you try to change things for so long to no avail, and there's no physical, external, material results for all of your efforts. And so you subconsciously learn that your actions don't actually affect your reality. And so then you start to act out that belief. And I think there is something inside of you or something in your mind that is finally telling you this, that is finally making this clear to you, the ways in which you are acting out of learned helplessness and not out of personal power. Again, with the solar plexus, this is a lot of solar plexus healing right now. That's really where the major transformation is occurring. And the solar plexus is also the center of your inner child. So you may be doing, oh wow, Two of Pentacles flipped up. You may be doing a lot of healing with your inner child at the focus. So learning how you learned throughout your childhood to perform helplessness. And the Two of Pentacles is falling out on top of the Dolphin play card. And again, the water in the Two of Pentacles is really significant. So I think it's funny that these are both falling out. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles are both falling out on top of the cards that remind me of my ancestors. There's a sense of pride coming through from your ancestors. And there's also the fact that the Two of Pentacles comes out on top of Dolphin, which is really to just go with the flow and let go of worries. You may feel like you're juggling a lot right now and you don't know how everything's going to work out. There's a sense of insecurity with the way that you're juggling and maybe not moving forward. It's like with the infinity in the Two of Pentacles, I'm just getting this like endless loop of trying and not really seeing any progress or not seeing that things are going to work out for you. And that's coming back to the idea of learned helplessness. And I think there is something that needs to shift in your perspective about like pulling back from the external world, pulling back from the material world. Your ancestors are guiding you to look inward for progress rather than outward, because you have been juggling a lot and you've actually been succeeding in juggling all of that. So the less you worry about how you're going to juggle it, you're able to just juggle it. You look at how far you have come in your life. Look at how long you have been overcoming the fear. So it's really just a shift in perspective. It's coming back to this learned helplessness that really seems to be the theme of this reading. Becoming clear on how, with the Ace of Swords, this is mental clarity. This is mental information and guidance. Just making the shift in your mind about your surroundings, about the world around you, because the Pentacles, right, is the earthly realm. That's earthly results. That's material wealth. Really becoming clear in your mind that everything you are doing right now is enough. Everything you have right now is enough. Everything that has happened throughout your entire life is yours to choose how you look at it. You get to choose how you view yourself, how you view your past, how you view your life, how you view your success. And so you can look at Two of Pentacles as failure. You can say, I'm juggling, I'm going back and forth, I'm not moving forward, I'm just cycling and cycling and cycling. Or you can say, look how old I am. Look how much I have overcome in my life. And I'm still here doing. I'm still here juggling. I'm still here balancing. And I'm balancing a lot, but I'm succeeding. The Two of Pentacles is really twofold. You can look at it as you're juggling a lot, or you can look at it as you're surrendering to the flow of your life. You're surrendering to the flow of things and you're not trying to overpower. The solar plexus is not about power just to have power. It's based on belief. It's based on faith in yourself and faith in the universe. Faith that there is something within you that is worth it. Internalized shame could be significant. Based on feeling other, based on your identity, based on how you present to the world. You may have overcome a lot of that, but you may still have internalized shame that is that needs to be made visible. It needs to be interrogated. That needs to be witnessed in order to let it go. invisible forces have more power when they remain invisible. Okay, let's see. Anything else that wants to come out? You know, I'm actually feeling like I'm supposed to pull from a different tarot deck to continue on. So I'm going to pull from our fairy tarot. Okay. Wow. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. 10 of Pentacles was also on the bottom of the other deck. Splitting to the Hierophant. We were getting the 5 of Pentacles and then the 2 of Pentacles, and now we keep seeing the 10 of Pentacles. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. 4 of Swords reversed falls out on top of the 2 of Pentacles. I'm almost getting that there is a sense of avoidance coming through. There's something that has been causing you anxiety, and so you just avoided it because you didn't know how to deal with it. Wow. Knight of Swords on the bottom. So here's what came out. 5 of Cups fell out reversed. It's the 5 of Cups card here. Again with the 5s, right? And it fell out halfway on top of Spiritual Bypassing, our shadow card, slightly on our Intentions card, and slightly on our Hawk Messenger card, which is right next to our, oh, can't pick this card up, our Bearded Beauty. I feel like this 5 of Cups reverse is coming in 2 ways for me. I feel like you're struggling to balance honoring the past while letting it go. And you're kind of fine, you're still figuring out how to do this. You're still figuring out how to move in a way that feels good to you. I feel a fearlessness coming through here because it's interesting. We've been talking so much about fear, but I also feel this Bearded Beauty card is really just giving me a sense of fearlessness with how you come off. Other people may experience your energy and say, wow, they are fearless. Like, they do not give a fuck about what people think. And so I feel like that could be a sense of avoidance as well, because it's coming out with spiritual bypassing, almost avoiding using an external show of things to avoid what's really going on. You may not ever talk about what goes on in your energy, what goes on in your mind. You may keep a lot of things hidden, and I think since this reading is for people who are probably quiet or don't speak a lot just because they're told to speak, there's a sense of you make it known who you are in other ways. You send messages to people. Your energy is very loud. Your energy speaks for you. And I think that is a very powerful thing, but it also can be almost a diversion of attention to divert people from the fear you do feel, from the insecurity you do feel, from a past wounding, from an inner child wounding. I'm also getting the sense of, what am I thinking of? Like a very hard shell. Like, I'm getting that song Sour Candy by Lady Gaga and Blackpink, but like, there's a very hard shell, but a soft middle. Like, there's something ooey gooey in the middle. The sense of like being so protective that you can't even feel the hardness you give off. You can't even see that you are putting up walls because you do have a lot of confidence, but you also use that to avoid how you really feel sometimes. And I think sometimes your intentions are clouded by your insecurity, by the way you do actually deep down feel affected by what other people think and say about you. There's something coming through from your ancestors that okay, I think sometimes we feel that anytime we let ourselves be guided by something else, be guided by something that's not actually true for us, we see that as a failure because we want to be very intuitive about our lives and our beliefs and be very self-guided and self-motivated and self-defined. But we all are one. So there's a sense of like, yes, you are self-motivated, but you are also everything else. You are also everything and everyone, because we're all, it's like this infinite flow, right? We are all infinite. And so if you are looking at the ways in which you have maybe been affected by other people's actions or had people project upon you and then you have accepted their projections as who you are, right? There may be something where you you need to forgive yourself because we are all connected on this planet. We are all affected by each other. And healing is not to disprove that, it's to prove that. And through healing, you honor the ways in which you have been formed and shaped by your experiences, by other people's actions, by your past, by your entire life, by all of these things. But you are still something else. And it's not about creating one over the other by making yourself brand new and fresh and clean from all of the shit you have gone through. It's by embracing that. It's by defining yourself as all of those things, but still something more. It's about being both your pain and your joy, both your darkness and your light. Embracing the flow of opposites, the balancing of opposites. I was talking about that on a video on my other channel where I do discussion based videos about the balancing of opposites. Not choosing your light over your shadow, not choosing only the good aspects of you in order to hide the negative aspects of you. It's letting both of them flow together and create this dynamic balance within you to really embody the fullness of who you are. Last card, Spirit, thank you. Wow, we've got the World on the bottom and we split to the Hermit. Okay, 2 wanted to come out, so that's fine. We've got the 8 of Swords landing right on top of the 2 of Pentacles. And then 7 of Cups coming out next to the 4 of Swords reversed and slightly on top of our Hawk Messenger card. A lot of these are mental energy cards, even the 7 of Cups, honestly. Because 7 of Cups, it gives me the idea of choice. And 8 of Swords is also choice. Choosing how to make yourself accountable for your actions and for your ideas about yourself. It is often easier to maintain a belief system that doesn't serve us because we have never been taught how to believe something different. So there's no foundation in that change. We have to create that change ourselves. We have to kind of bring it up out of nowhere. We have to build it. We have to build our own foundation. That seems very scary and uncertain. So we'll stay in these limiting situations just so we don't have to create something new ourselves and embrace the unknown and take a chance on ourselves. That's a choice you make. But Spirit is reminding you of all of the options you have to create something new. And you can start with just one of these cups. You can start with one aspect of your life, and you can say, is this serving me, or can I do this differently? It's not about forcing yourself to overcome your walls and overcome your fear. It's really about giving yourself enough love and trust to be different, to change. And change can be hard in a way because you feel like you have to force yourself to change. But how can you change in a loving way? Spirit is telling you that you don't need to speed through this change. You don't need to force yourself through this change, even though you are terrified out of your mind. You just need to start somewhere. Okay? And it doesn't matter how you start. There are so many options, and they can all lead you to the same light at the end of the tunnel. Just start somewhere. When you are afraid, when you're overwhelmed, when you're anxious, you break it up into small, easy steps, right? And sometimes looking at our life through the lens of a greater vision, of a bigger picture, it leads us to anxiety. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that, that we shouldn't look at our life through the bigger picture. But a lot of times we do that when we look into the future, when we try to think about what's possible. We only look at that through our fear. So you're being guided back to the present moment and back to all of the aspects in your life right now and sitting with them and saying, does this give me something? Does this bring good into my life? Is this what my higher self wants? And that doesn't need to be a complicated conversation. I'm getting like the Marie Kondo, like picking up an object and saying, does this bring me joy? Yes or no? It's as simple as that. And it's not to say it's simple, it's not to say it's easy, but I think you can start easy, you can start simple, and you can start looking at your life and asking, does this bring me joy? Okay, I'm gonna show you our messy little spread we have here. Here's our spread. Those are all of our cards and the ways in which they came out. So definitely let me know if this reading resonated with you in the comments.